One of the most important things you need is a lead magnet. We're going to 3x sales with a lead magnet today. Hey, Chris here, CEO and co-founder of FlowChat, connecting with real entrepreneurs that are getting real results. And just like you and me, we always want to stay on the inside of what's taking place. In fact, I'll read from one of the market's favorites, Alex Hormozi today. It says, "It's hard to be poor with leads banging down your door." And so if you're interested and want to get more leads in your business, today's episode is completely for you. Lean in, hang out with us for a little bit, because the guest and expert that we have is got a really unique twist on lead magnets, and there's a couple other bonuses we'll get into. So meet Dave. Dave, how's it going?
Hey, nice to meet you. Good to see you, Chris.
Yes, Dave's across the pond, around the London area. So it's like late there for him. So I appreciate you hanging out with us. Dave, we want to talk about leads. We want to talk about lead magnets. And then later we'll get into learning more how you've been spending over basically 3 decades doing this, which will be fun for everyone to discover. So when you look at solving the lead problem, where do you start?
Wow. Yeah. Well, it's your avatar. It's a good old question, isn't it? I mean, who's your customer? Go through this in my paid group. I have an online paid group, and it's a big subject about getting your offer right. So the core offer is the main thing, getting the core offer sorted out. But at the end of the day, we have the iceberg, don't we? Where the iceberg, what you see is above the water, but the rest of the majority is down below. I mean, most of us know that, but do we pay attention to that? Probably not. So we should be looking at what's going on below the waterline. I mean, Subi is a good example of that. He's a lead magnet guru,
Yes, he
and I've
is.
learned a lot from him. So yeah, it's really focusing on your core offer, making sure that's in place first of all, but then targeting. Obviously, don't miss out the people that are ready for your offer. That's the he says the 2 or 3%. In my group, I just call it the 4%, and then we go down incrementally just because it makes life easier, because there's 4 sections to what we do. But out of the 4%, maybe 1 or 2% will opt in, but they'll be around. But out of that top percentile of people ready to buy your thing, they might not buy it from your ad straight away. So they may bail out, and they may go off and look at Facebook and find you on Instagram or Facebook and see whether your offer is congruent with what your profile looks like, or what your branding looks like. And if that's right, they know, oh, this is the person who I saw that ad, and it all adds up, and then they're more likely to sign up or to your thing, or you're more likely to data capture. But the people below the waterline, they're the ones we want, the lead magnets. We want something to go after for them, to give them value.
They need a little
There
more
you go.
TLC, don't they? So we need
They
to
do.
nurture these leads, and we'll talk about what it's like, some of your best practices and what's been working for you on nurturing these leads. Now, everyone listening, there's something that you mentioned that caught my attention. You paid earlier. Paid versus organic. Are you dealing with both of these, or are you like more heavy on the paid side?
No, it all started out originally organically, pretty much. That was probably, why was that? That's a very good question. I suppose that was a lot to do with, as I mentioned earlier, I was in Blake's group, Blake Newbar,
Yeah.
and still in his group as well. And I owe a lot to him. And there was a lot of organic traffic marketing techniques that he taught the group when he launched his Facebook lead machine, I think it was, or
Hmm.
I can't remember the name of it. It was back in around about 2018, 19. And it was really organic. It was really using organic traffic, connecting with people, building rapport, and then, here's my free thing. By the way, got something else for you as well. I'll kind of lead them on that journey. So
Cool.
yeah, but because of the industry I'm in at the moment, you can liken it to the gym industry, I suppose. Alex Hormozi, who showed his book, who I follow, and everyone else should as well. You need paid ads. You need to drive traffic through paid ads as well. But I have a little. I haven't really alluded to this in my group. A lot of the martial arts school owners, because they're brick and mortar businesses as well, they need to do local ads, local traffic awareness types of ads as well. And a lot of them didn't know anything about it until I introduced it to them when they joined my group. And a lot of Facebook agencies don't really focus on boosting posts, promote business local, running events as well, just locally, because they are so powerful and they cost next to nothing. You can pay,
So
$2 or $3 a day.
let's hang there for a second. Let's bring some context in here. So, let's talk about paid. Let's talk about local business, and yeah, like you're saying, like, hey, this is a big deal. Like, it doesn't cost that much to boost, and obviously, in doing that, everyone's not going to see an ad and buy right away. So the comments you're making earlier, and everyone listening, watching, you've done this. Like, you see the ad, you're like, I don't know. But you're going to go check out their profile. You're going to go look through some of their content, and that's going to be a big influence in your deciding factor to purchase or not. So that being said, we're in that nurture phase. So if we're local business, we're paid ad, we're boosting. Like, let's talk about lead magnets and nurturing them. What's your framework, or how do you kind of think through that?
How do you nurture someone when you've got them into your pipeline or
Yeah,
prior?
exactly. So we're a local business. We're doing a paid ad. We're driving people towards us,
Mm,
and they're opting in. As you said in the iceberg, that top 4% is just going to go and buy because they're ready. They're your hyper buyers. They're the ones we all know and love.
mm.
Why can't every customer be like that? But for the other ones, we need to nurture them a little bit with a lead
Right.
magnet. So from there, how do you think through that piece?
Right. So that all comes about from know, like, trust. We know that from Russell and out there. That type of approach. So you need to have something. First of all, and Alex Hormozzi's help with this. It's kind of like there could be four things that you're good at, maybe, or six, but if somebody sees all six, or maybe you're trying to market all six and you can't get your message clearly across, that's the problem. So confused mind says no. So you need to focus on maybe one thing, maybe two things. So you have two lead magnets that focus on key pain points, and then your lead magnet should really take the customer on a journey from understanding who you are and what you do, and then addressing the pain point, and then empathizing with them in your lead magnet as well. So you're actually saying, look, I was like that once too, or our customers were just like you. So there's that connection there as well. So you're talking from a third party point of view.
Yeah.
And this is what you need to put into your sales copy. So when you're training ChatGPT to write your stuff, your content, you know, you put it into the learning, or you write it yourself, whatever. So some people go, oh
So
no,
you're using AI?
definitely,
Okay.
as well as your own.
Of course. Yeah, yeah. All right. You're using ChatGPT. Have you tried Bard at all, or you're just like ChatGPT only?
Yeah, that only at the moment. I'm just about to open an account. Bard keeps popping up because I'm looking at it now. I just haven't had
Okay.
time to do it.
So in
It's pain.
ChatGPT, you're creating kind of like a custom profile. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Do you mind talking through that a little bit for everyone listening,
Yeah.
watching?
Absolutely. Yeah. Go on. You were going to ask me
No, I
something
was just
else.
gonna say, yeah, talking through that piece because like the outcome, like ChatGPT, you can prompt something, but if you're in a particular industry, you're going through something over and over. I know that you can educate and train, so you don't have to like always like re-prompt it. It can be actually ready, and it can learn and get better and better and smarter and smarter. And I'm assuming there's got to be somebody out there that doesn't know about that yet, and I think it'd be really valuable for them to hear that.
Yeah. Okay. So from a lead magnet point of view, that's a small part of the educational chat. I actually wrote a lead magnet on this, Chris. In fact,
Awesome.
two.
How
Yeah.
do we, Dave? If like people want to get access to that, where do they find you? How do they get access to it?
They can direct message me on my Facebook profile, which is coming up now. So
There we
you
go.
can get
Perfect timing.
davidloweofficial.com. Well, David Lowe Official, so facebook.com, David Lowe Official. So
Yeah.
just go and message me on there. Or my web, well, no, you don't want to go to my website because it's budomarketeer.com. Okay. But that's a martial arts site. But you can message me from there. That's aimed at my niche as well. And that's a funnel hub. So that's a hub built for lead generation, basically, education lead generation. But back to ChatGPT. Um, I created a learning prompt initially for my group, and that was to first of all start the chat process about what you want it to do, and take it through that process. But don't let it reply to you with a great big load of output. You want it to actually, you want to say, do you understand? Ask me what else you need to know. That's a really important thing, something like that. And then it'll ask you a load of questions. So if you tell it about the business, you tell it what you want it to do. You tell it, give it, say, you work for Buddha Marketeers. You are the marketing director with
Would you be
20
able to
years.
show us by chance?
How to do it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or like maybe like one that you have built, or kind of how you think through it. I think
Yeah.
just seeing it would be really helpful.
Yeah. Let me just log into it. I have these prompts but you have to engineer it, so you can't do it in one prompt. That's the key.
Right. That's what being able
Yeah.
to see kind of how you think through that and how you're leveraging this to create that result, I think would be really powerful. Um,
Yeah.
it's something that I knew, but I wasn't applying well, meaning this custom piece where you're prompting it, you're feeding it more and more information over time. It's getting smarter and responding. And this is just at a simple ChatGPT level. This isn't stacking, other AI tools to do other tasks or labor. So
Let me just put the page on that you're going to need.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for pulling it up.
Um,
Like,
uh,
good to share for you or with you.
yep.
Here we go.
So yeah, I mean, you can see I use it a lot. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Also, this originally was built. I did this originally in 3 prompt. This is before 4 came out. So this is the prompt for my own group, and this is the prompt I use to start with. So if anybody's kind of like watching this, you want to take a screenshot, then this is kind of like the start prompt that you can use, and it's
Mhm.
not set in stone. It's not, you can write this any way you want. You don't even have to put, it's all output should be in English as well. It's just one of those things we put in at the beginning. So a lot of this has changed. But this one basically says the business name is Buddha Marketeers. So that would be your business, helping whoever your business avatar is with online marketing. So this is my one. From now on, you will be my content marketing staff with 10 years experience, a content marketing expert. You will learn about the company's products and information. I will test your knowledge and give you some suggestions for writing content for the company's product. You will learn based on the information I provide. Start. And that was the output it gave me. I understood. I'm ready to learn about Buddha Marketers and its products.
Right on.
So then I took it step by step. Here is an outline of Buddha Marketers subscription program. And I told it that I actually have a private Facebook group for martial arts school owners. I also told it why. So I gave it context, basically, was because you need to tell it what to do, what context, what style you want to write it in, who's it for, that type of thing. You need to be stupid proof in it, really, if
Well,
you
yeah, you
want
got
for
to
a better.
train it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like training a dog, I suppose. Then I said it what it is, really. Then I said I mentioned 6 modules, which is a part of my foundation training for anybody who comes into my group. I teach them 6 things about how to set up online marketing, uh, content creation, Facebook marketing, lead generation, which is lead magnets, funnels and websites. Oh God, what's the other one? I can't think what the other one is.
All the
Offer
stuff.
creation,
Offer
offer
creation, all the
creation,
things. Yeah.
offer creation. So it's all written on here. Look, AI and offer creation and funnels. So it's all there. Look. There's me trying to think about it. It's all written there. Look. So then it said, "Thank you for providing me the information. I have a better understanding." And it went through all of that stuff. And then I said to it, "Okay, let's look at module 1, content creation." So I took it step by step, each module, and trained it on each one. And I said to it, in my content creation, it's a 12-month strategy. The goal is to create 1 year's worth of content and then recycle it. The concept is to take that should be one idea, create 4 ideas from the one idea, and then another 4 ideas from each 4. So then you become 16 pieces of content, which is a
Awesome.
really, really great way of doing it. I learned that from a guy called Jim Beard in Doug's group. Okay.
That's awesome.
And you take one idea. Say, for example, if it's the martial arts industry, and I'm trying to help parents make a decision about their kids joining the school. So I would say, okay, what's one thing that parents care about? Okay, concentration on kids. So I
Yeah.
say, okay, what are 4 things from that concentration that parents might be interested in? I'll ask ChatGPT to give it to me. So I might sort of like start a new chat in there, and I would say in here, there. Okay, so if I put, and this is, remember, I'm starting a new prompt here, so it doesn't know, there's no context involved in here, but I'm just going to
Right.
show you an example. So I'd say to it, parents care about uh, their children developing better concentration or better grades at school and learning. So what I'm doing here, I'm giving it context. Okay,
Awesome.
I want you to give me 4 sub ideas from this one subject to use for marketing to parents. Even put in there an age in there as well. Parents with children
Nice. Be more specific.
aged, yeah, sort of like, I don't know, 6 to 8 years of age, because that's a typical age group of um, that it's popular in the martial arts. Write a short um, post copy, something like that. Post copy and add bullets, like that. Yeah. So let's see what happens.
And ChatGPT goes to work.
Yeah. So as parents, we all wish we had little ones excel academically and be the best version of themselves. Developing strong concentration skills at a young age can pave the way for better learning and improved grades. Here's how you can support your child's journey. Now, this is pretty cool now, because what I've done here, so there we go, brain boosting games and activities, healthy nutrition and diet, mindfulness and meditation practices, structured learning environment. Okay, so what have we just done here, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
I've just created an outline for an ebook.
Yes, you have.
So now I can take each of these 4 subjects and put those into an ebook. But I can then test each one of these in ads and see which one the parents are drawn to the most. And then I can split test it in ads, see which one that they like the most, and then I can actually create an ebook based on, okay, maybe just that. So just be brain boosting games and activities. Okay.
So what I hear you saying is, hey, I can split test what hook will set the hardest, and then if they bite on that, they're interested in that. Hey, well, you need to get the ebook, you need to get the PDF, you need to get the lead magnet in this case,
Yeah.
and that has more info, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, great. And then you have the opt-in. Now we're starting to nurture the 96% that hasn't immediately bought.
Exactly. And from one idea, and this you can, whoever's watching this, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You take the one thing which I said was enhanced concentration, and I gave it for better grades because parents want their kids to do academically well. So that's a no-brainer anyway. Excuse the pun. So I would then go, okay, now give me. So let's do this. So let's say now give me 4 ideas from from number 1. Give me 4 more. So this is now me splitting it down from number 1 on the brain boosting activities. It should remember that. So it should be expand on, there we go. Let's say expand on brain boosting activities. So now I'm taking the 1, gone 4, and now I'm going into the 16.
Yeah.
So now I've got another 4 for number 1. So it's even more information I can do. And this is, you're just using your own brain and own idea. And doing it this way creates clarity. And clarity is what you need when you go, what am I going to post? What am I going to do tomorrow? Then this is the way to fix it. And I teach this in my module 1, content creation. and it works in anything pretty much.
Step number one, have ChatGPT do the thinking for you.
Right.
Step number
Yeah.
two, publish what it says. Step
Yeah,
number two.
indeed.
But
But,
it's really
I would,
helpful. Like you're guiding the strategy. You're making the human connection of, hey, these humans are having this problem, these feelings, this experience. They want more of X, Y, Z, and
mm,
so that's what you're prompting ChatGPT with. And then
mm,
once it's spitting out a couple things, you're going, hey, let's go a little deeper in this area. And so there's
yeah.
more content. And no, I love the approach. Thank you so much for kind of walking us through how you look at lead magnets, how you look at creating them, and
Mm,
how you're leveraging ChatGPT to do the thing. I think one big takeaway is that custom feature where you've already prompted it. So if you're in martial arts and you want to know what parents
mm.
want their kids to get or experience out of martial arts, if you've already prompted ChatGPT agent to like function and think that way, now you're like, oh, I just got this new question. Just go pop it in. Oh, well, here's what I would say. Here's what we've done in the past, and you're creating content. You're creating lead magnets around it, so you can find the greatest hook.
So you can, I mean, and you can do this for if you're a business coach, you're selling high ticket affiliate or low ticket affiliate or SaaS,
Right.
anything. You just take one thing, four things, and then you put it into the lead magnet. So then you need to build a lead magnet template to deliver it. And I've got a clear, I'll be brief as I can, Chris, a clear strategy on that as well. I mean, if you message me, I'll give you. You can. I'm quite happy to share this screenshot, and I'll show you the lead magnet template
Sure.
if you
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. Let's see it.
And there is a clear strategy on this.
Yeah. And again, to reach out to Dave, you can go find him on Facebook, facebook.com/David Lowe official. It's on the banner right now. You can see, and there it is. We'll share screen and kind of look at the wait. So you're in Canva. You like to build these in Canva.
Oh yeah, I think I've done close to 3,000 designs in Canva so
Is
far.
that all? Okay, that's a lot.
I know. You get a certificate every 1,000 you do. The first one that came, I thought it was a joke. Somebody had sent me just a spoof certificate, right? And it really was from Canva. And they
Oh
said, "Oh, you've
wow.
got
Okay, I
that."
didn't even know that.
Yeah,
It's
and then
like
you
the
get
YouTube 100,000 sub award or something.
yeah, it's like you like the award at the back on the wall there. It's like that. Hey, you've won something.
You're doing
Mine was a
something.
certificate in Canva. So on this, basically the cover design, what I've done here is created an outline for people to fill in. So this is really like a default template, but it goes
Mm,
through a process. So exactly what I alluded to earlier. So say for example, we're talking about the
yeah.
concentration problem. So it would be, what's the problem? And then, so we've just done that in ChatGTP, this part here. We've addressed the problem. We understand what it is. Now we go into that should be highlighted, into the empathy part. So we go, yeah, we know what you're like. We know what it's like. We were like you once. So what they suffer from is not uncommon. We were like you once. Then we go into the solution. So you show them what it is, the thing you've got. So for example, if it's a coaching program, you can say, hey, I've got a free one-on-one call that I can fix this problem for you in 30 minutes. Just book a call with me, something like that. I don't know. Give them some testimonial proof if you've got it. Okay. And then what's your offer? And then at the end, your contact details. So at the end of the ebook goes through a structure. So at the end of it, so you can fill in the blank spaces. I'm a great believer in using copy and images in equal amounts because people are visual, and so make sure that's done as well. There's your testimony. I created these in Canva as well, so you've got testimonials there as well. And then it goes to the all important, bottom of the offer stack type of thing. This is the offer, and that button there would go to your whatever your link is. Okay, so you need that there, but this on the funnel delivery page, you don't give them this on the thank you page. That's really important. You create a video on there telling them about the offer, thanking them for downloading the ebook, telling them it's going to be with them in 10 minutes or however long your video needs to play for. So they don't leave and go to their inbox and nothing distracts them. And then you just basically go through your offer, say, look, if you want to take us up on this offer now, click below. It's strictly on, on this page or whatever it is, fear of missing out, whatever you want to do, or, being honest about the whole thing. But then when they get delivered this, it takes them back to the offer again as well. So there would be the thank you page a button that takes them to your sales page or whatever it is you want to do. So it's kind of like what they used to call a self-liquidating offer, but for paid ads. But it's you're using the thank you page. In the old days, we just put, oh, thanks for downloading our thing. Here's the button, and you've lost them. You don't want to do that, And then we were talking. Let me just stop screen sharing now. We were talking about the good old fashioned paid ads and stuff like that, Chris.
Yeah.
If people, so that's the lead magnet thing, but if people bail out of your ads or your organic stuff, but they go onto your page and they're liking your stuff or loving your posts or whatever, this is where, FlowChat comes in, because if people are doing that stuff and you don't know who they are and you haven't friend requested them, you want to be on them straight away, just like, but you want to be building that rapport with them. There's nothing
100%.
worse than, but that's your game. And I totally, it's great what you do. So
Well, thank
that's
you.
what people
It's great
yeah.
what you do.
The pipeline. Use a pipeline. That's what you need.
It's follow up. Fortune's in the follow up. Talking to some people, I'm like, well, I'm really not that smart. It's like I'm talking to 5 people a day, Chris. I'm like, okay, cool. How about we talk to 15 people a day, and then we'll talk to 30 people a day, and then we're not going to just talk to them once. We'll talk to them 2 or 3 or 4 times, and just get more touch points and follow. It's really that. That's what more revenue generating activity looks like. And then there was as you're kind of describing, Dave, someone responded recently is like, this guy was telling me if I just do more revenue generating activity, I make more revenue. And that's what's happening right now. It's like crazy. I'm like, I know. That's so crazy. Anyway, I like to have fun with it. But Dave, I appreciate you coming out, sharing with our audience, our community, pouring into them. I know you've mentioned multiple times the best place to find you is on Facebook, facebook.com/David Lowe Official. He's got a bunch of cool lead magnets to help build your lead magnet. In fact, we were talking about this earlier in the training. I'd like to end with this question, Dave. You've been in martial arts for over 35 years and you're in this, digital marketing space. People that are like creating and serving and putting themselves out there, I'm always curious on what drives them. So why do all this? Why do what you do, Dave?
Just a passion, really. That's purely it. It all started from you probably, I don't know whether you know this or not, but my background was martial arts professional teacher. Then I got involved with my ex, and we built a distribution company selling martial arts products, and we grew that to 7 figures. I think when I exited, when we divorced, really, we were doing about 250, 300,000 pounds a week on sales. It was nuts what we were doing, and it just got there through just hard work. But during that time, because I was interested in the martial arts, I was interested in helping the school owners grow. That's where my passion was. And I had a business coach with me for 2 years who helped me systemize the company. So, you definitely need a mentor. And my passion came about then. And I discovered a man who we spoke about called Frank Kern. And this is in about 2004 or 5. I used to follow him then, bought Mass Control when it was launched, when he did that years ago. But I built my first lead magnet in 2008. And that was a lead magnet to help school owners do exactly what we were talking about now. But it's changed so much. It's so easy to do this stuff. Now, it's still technically challenging. I can build a funnel in half an hour generally if I'm quick. But some people, it will take days. But there's so many other things connected to that take longer, like the email follow up, the SMS follow up, driving traffic to your funnel. And you can tell by the way I talk, I want other people to succeed. So that's why I do it. It's not necessarily for the money anymore, because I did okay then, and I do like making money. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
but I'm passionate about what I do, and I have I'm selective about who I let in my group as well. I don't just let anyone in, because it's not a free group, it's a paid group, and some of them can't afford to be in there, and who try and get in but shouldn't be there. They're not there yet. So that's why I built this foundation course, to teach them that, and then it goes to the next level. So it's
Love it.
passion.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Anything else you'd like to share?
No, otherwise I'll be on here all night.
Hey, thanks so much for coming on today, Dave. And hey, thank you for listening and watching. We appreciate your attention here on the Spotlight, where we're just having conversations with real entrepreneurs, getting real results, just like you, just like me. And we'll have some more of that, as you know, right here coming up next. We'll appreciate you guys. Talk soon.